Get ready for Rugby Fever, where young talents from all over come to showcase their skills in the ultimate school showdown. Meet the future field heroes of rugby. Experience the thrill of every try time. Feel the power of epic tackles. Chase the school glory with every match. Cheer for your school. Get ready to watch epic rugby battle and witness the rise of future champs. The excitement is contagious. Catch the action here. Welcome to the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024, where legends begin.
St. Joseph's College will have their work cut out as they take on Kingswood for a mid-table battle here at Havelock Park. It's both teams know that a victory will help them solidify their place in the mid-table range. Welcome to www.thepapare.com and The Papare as we bring you live action from Havelock Park. It's St. Joseph's taking on Kingswood, and we are surely in for a thrilling encounter here at the park. Weather here at Havelock Park looks quite good, but there is a bit of cloud cover, and we will all be hoping that the rains stay away, because we know that these two teams, they do have good three-quarter lines and they will be looking to spread the ball wide, but if the rains come down, I'm sure it'll all dampen our spirits. Schools Rugby League has not disappointed, and now we have come to a decisive point where we see Isipatana unbeaten on the table in one end, and it's St. Peter's versus Royal on the other end. Last week we did see some good games. There were no surprises, with Royal managing to defeat St. Joseph's here at Havelock Park. Trinity managed to get over the line against St. Anthony's. Wesley defeated Kingswood to retain the Blaze. And St. Peter's, well, they go on their merry way, this time demolishing Zahira 62 points to 8. St. Thomas's managed to get the win over Sri Sumangala. Dharmaraja, of course, well, they did spring a bit of a surprise, defeating Science College up at Bogambara, and DS, unfortunately, well, we could count themselves really unlucky. They fell short against Isipatana, and to round off the week, it was Vidyartha College thrashing Thurston 52 points to 20. So those were the results from last weekend. And this week we have plenty of action lined up. And of course, it's quite a known fact that, Royal hosting St. Peter's is the game of the week. But apart from that, we have St. Joseph's taking on Kingswood in this game. And Isipatana College, they make their trip up to Kandy, while Sri Sumangala come back down to Colombo to take on DS. Science host Trinity, that will be played at the Sugadasa Stadium. And St. Peter's versus Royal, that game needs no introduction. Zahira College take on Thurston in a battle at the foot of the table. And Vidyartha take on Wesley College. That will be quite an interesting game, with both teams promising plenty this season, and they have delivered. But and the final fixture, of course, it'll be St. Thomas's taking on Dharmaraja. And we know that there is plenty up at stake in that game, because the winner of this game will solidify their push towards a top 2 finish on the table of that end of the group. So that's what we have lined up for you this weekend. Before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break. We have plenty more stats lined up on the other side. We will see you soon.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the work karanga. Beat the remake karanga tevinna. Hada with the bawala yana gindara fashion karanga. Fun turana kottumi kikki kolana. Prima kottumi fun tamai.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when lemon
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Welcome back to Havelock Park, and we're just moments away from kick-off in this game. Well, exactly 15 minutes or so. As the stands, they are not filling up as expected. Well, as both teams, they do know that their second round hopes have been dashed. But well, for the lads, there is plenty left to play for, and they'll be hoping to put on some sort of a show before this season finishes, as there will be quite a few players playing the last season, and I'm sure they will want to go out on a high. Well, the points table of the Group 1A, we see Isipatana still unbeaten and dominating, but from then on, St. Thomas's, Trinity DS and Dharmaraja, they all do have a shot at the second place. Well, all of those teams know that nothing but a win in the weeks to come will help their cause as they push towards that second place. And of course, they will be hoping that Isipatana continue on their merry way and go on victorious. As Science, St. Anthony's and Sri Sumangala, well, for them, it's pretty much the foot of the table that is remaining. Science and Sri Sumangal are yet to record any sort of victory. Beg your pardon, St. Anthony's and Sri Sumangala and Science College, they have managed a couple of victories. I have Shanaka alongside me in the commentary box. Shanaka, what sort of viewing do you have on this Group 1A? Well, plenty of teams lining up for that second spot.
Everything to play for in this group, isn't there, Romario? Because Isipatana are well and truly through, and they have 2 more matches to play, and one of those matches will be against the second place there in St. Thomas's, and they will be desperate to at least get a bonus point from that game, if not actually outright winning that game, which may see them through. Trinity and DS still very much knocking on the door because they have easier opposition to come, Romario, because they've already played both St. Thomas's and Isipatana, so both Trinity and DS will think that with the easy opposition they will manage to make it through. Trinity Science is a key game which is coming up this weekend as well in this Group 1A, but St. Anthony's and Sri Sumangala, you really have to feel for them. They haven't been able to make any kind of inroads in this A division, and then it begs the question, really, are they serving themselves playing against opposition that is so much better for them, better than them, or should they be in a lower division playing each other and playing teams that are more on their level, which will help them improve more?
Indeed, plenty of thinking, because there is plenty of games as we move our attention to Group 2A. Well, Shanaka, just a 2-horse race here in the Group 2A with St. Peter's and Royal. It's pretty much a game between the two of them that will decide 1 and 2.
Well, very obvious that both of these teams are going to go through, and you have to feel for the other mid-table teams, Vidyartha and Wesley, Romario, because I say, with no disrespect to Trinity, St. Thomas's or DS, I think both Vidyartha or Wesley would have got to number 2 if they were in Group 1A, given the quality of what we have seen at the moment. They definitely would have been vying for those honours. So you have to feel sorry for the fact that they're up against 2 teams that are probably a cut above the rest of the teams in this competition, whether it's in Group 2A or even Group 1A. St. Peter's and Royal, they'll be playing each other tomorrow. Everyone's eyes are on that. and I feel that they are just a little bit ahead in terms of quality, conditioning and preparation than any of the other teams in this competition. But Vidyartha have really impressed me as well, as have Wesley, who are a young side, and hopefully this Wesley team will stay together for a couple more years, and I think we'll see a lot from them. But that's not the first year I've said that, Romario. It's been several years that we've been saying that singing that same hymn about Wesley. St. Joseph's, who are on show today, will be looking to notch up their third win of the season. Zahira, Kingswood and Thurston will be hoping to do a little bit better, and fortunately for them, they each have a win under their belt. Thurston, the only team not off the mark in this group.
Yes, St. Joseph's know that nothing but a win will help their cause in pushing towards the rather staying in the mid-table, because Kingswood are pretty much bearing down their neck, and if Kingswood manage to topple St. Joseph's, you can see the Josephians drop in further in this table.
Yes, and looking to Zahira as well, you would think they have at least one or two more wins in them as well, so look for them to climb up. But Vidyartha and Wesley, I feel, are the teams that we need to look out for in the knockout tournament.
Yes, and those are the points tables, and these are the point scorers. Shanaka, of course, Vishenka Silva, again a cut above the rest, leading both of these tables and doing it quite comfortably.
Yes, he scored 11 tries, hasn't he? And that is a fantastic return for 5 weeks in this league competition. Of course, they had a really good outing to start off the tournament with against Thurston, I believe it was, that they absolutely ran riot and scored 100 points. But that still means that you have to get over the whitewash, and Vishenka Silva has been doing that quite well. And it's just indicative also of the style of rugby that St. Peter's like to play. They like to get the ball out to the wings and have the wings do a little bit of their business one-on-one. And they have really good interplay as well, the wings popping up in each other's positions. So it's really nice to see. Oshada Pereira, despite Science College not doing too well on the table, he remains up there. Gayan Pereira also for Vidyartha College, the fly half. He scored a few tries, plus he's put over a few kicks, which sees him up there as well. And Nabil Yahya, even though he hasn't scored as many tries, has put over quite a few conversions. And Rushit Tamodia from Vidyartha College is close as well. So good to see Gayan and Rushit from Vidyartha College among the top 5.
And the top try scorers, of course, no prizes for guessing. Vishenka Silva sits pretty on top with 11 tries. Well, it'll be interesting to see, Shanaka, what the highest try scorer numbers have been in the past, and whether Vishenka Silva will be getting any closer to those numbers in the record books.
I don't think he will, to be quite honest, Romario, because 11 tries means he's got the tougher half of the season coming up, and which means he may not even go and double that tally. But his former schoolmate, Mohammad Rinaz, as far as I remember, is up with the leaderboard as far as the top try scoring goes in schoolboy seasons, and he had a fantastic breakout season. I'm sure he's watching this from somewhere, and he'll certainly be watching tomorrow, and maybe he can send us a message and tell us, because I'm sure Mohammad Rinaz knows exactly how many tries he scored and whose record he broke. If I'm not mistaken, it was Kishan Musafar's record, and we should probably get those tabulated officially at some point. Gayan Pereira from Vidyartha once again with 8 tries, and that shows how much that fly half has been working and being a linchpin and in support play as well. Another Pete Wright in the top rank. Zulaj Navodya, the captain. Ayash Shyam from Royal College. He's been to the back of a few mauls, but also scored some tries from short range. And Sanesh Kalyana Gunawardena finds himself up there as well, the Thomian centre, with 6 tries under his belt.
Well, we did see Rinesh Silva last year top in some of these charts, and this time around it's Vishenka Silva, another winger, doing his job pretty much quite well on the wings and adding the finishing touches.
Seems to be a spot reserved for the Silvas and for the wingers. It's not untoward to hear the wingers being at the top of the try scoring board, and it's better to have the wingers there rather than the hookers, Romario. We'll go in for a break and come back after that.
They are not played. No idea. I think Kingswood. No, I think Kingswood would have said that.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when lemon
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Welcome back to live pictures as we bring you all of the action from Havelock Park. Both teams have finished their warm-up and now they are preparing themselves to head out from the dugouts. Crowds have not really filled in, and it's don't see this sort of an empty stadium too often, but well, both teams in mid-table and did not really enterprise throughout the season, and well, that's what you get if you don't put on a show. St. Joseph's College have just managed a couple of wins, and Kingswood have just managed to defeat Thurston College. So, well, I'm sure they'll be hoping to build on from this as they look towards building on for 2025. But before that, we have a game in store, and it's St. Joseph's College taking on Kingswood College. Kingswood do have a rich history, Shanaka, and it's a bit sad to see them languishing at the bottom of their points table as well.
A rich ancient history and a rich recent history as well, Romario. They produced some outstanding teams at the turn of the century. Of course, the first team to start playing rugby here way back in the early 1900s, and in the 2000s as well, producing some unbeaten teams, the likes of Fazil Marija, Tirina Manojka, and Veeraratna, Roshan Veeraratna, all of them coming out of that mid-2000s batch. But unfortunately, they haven't been able to really kick on from there. They haven't really produced a team that has matched that level of intensity and performance ever since then. And you have to ask yourself why, what has gone wrong with the Kingswood structure? What is it that they need to do? Do the old boys need to get more involved? What is the problem is something that I think all of us are asking. So naturally they would be asking within Kingswood circles as well. And it's very much a future prospects game today for Kingswood and St. Joseph's. Both have had disappointing seasons from what they would have expected. And it's back to the drawing board for them, really.
Yes, I think both teams will no doubt be hoping that they will be able to build on from here onwards for 2025. But well, it has been extremely disappointing for both teams. They have not really been able to live up to their potential, and now it's just about getting one more victory before the 2024 season ends, as we see the Kingswood players making their way out. We can have a look at the Kingswood team sheet, Shanaka.
Well, this has become a traditional welcome for all the teams running under their flags. Dinal Bandar, Yelin Mutamala, Dulesh Rasanjana, Mohammad Basit moving to the second row. Madhuranga Pushpakumara, Damidu Silva, Nafiz Ahmed and Chamod Vikramasinghe goes into number 8. And then we have Tavish Ekanayak and Navish Samantha in the halfback positions. Anudha Sikurajpati, Ashik Asmi, Akila Dilshan, Nitras Ruzaik and Kevin Boudwin, who is in the number 15 jersey. So quite a few positional changes have been made over the course of the season for Kingswood, and that would have interrupted their fluency as well. But let's see what St. Joseph's have to offer.
For St. Joseph's College, it's Shehan Shasat Malinda, Mindulka Pereira and Indura Rodrigo in the front row, with Hamish Gamage and Big Janit Marasinghe down in the lock-in combination. They have had quite a good season throughout. Inosh Silva, Pramod Pereira and skipper Vishiga Fernando are in the loose trio. Senithu Iran and Bhishma Jayasekara continue at the halfback combinations, with a change coming in the centres with Chandupa Kodagoda coming in, and he will partner with Ivana White. So a bit of a positional switch there. Tevan Kitnuka, Clive Himbert and Nathan Gunaratna, well, they will round off the run on 15 for St. Joseph's. Couple of changes there for St. Joseph's as well, and now they will no doubt be looking to just tweak a few things as they look to maybe get another victory on the board as they build on towards 2025.
Yes, you can see that both coaches have opted for youth and changed their combinations up a little bit as well. My good Josephian friend Ian Herft watching will be chuckling. He sees those two good burger names in the back line. Aruna Shanta, Sharon Elianagi and Gihan Kavinda will be our officials today. Bhishma Jayasekara will kick off this game, Romario.
Yes, and Aruna Shant, of course, will be the man in charge, as the referees just taking account of the final numbers before he prepares to kick things off in this game. So Joseph's taking on Kingswood, and to kick things off it'll be Bhishma.
Looking forward to seeing how Pramod Pereira in the number 7 jersey right at the bottom of your screen goes today. Impressed me last week.
First kick-off not going the way of St. Joseph's College and the way they would have hoped for, as first mistake, and now an option for Kingswood College right from centre.
The centre scrum, an important one for Kingswood. If they can just get a good hit on and just get their number 8 going from the back. They've lost one of their key players who started off at number 8. Can't quite remember his name. But unfortunately for them, looks like injuries have really decimated them. And this is what we talk about conditioning, isn't it, Romario? In the pre-season, teams without the resources can't really last this long season.
Yes, indeed. But you can also see the difference in the top two teams, the way they come up good from the 50-minute mark. Now Ekanayaka to feed the scrum, centre field scrum, and some good pressure coming in by St. Joseph's. And have they turned things over? By the looks of it, they have. Well, in fact, no, they haven't, as Kingswood College somehow managed to secure position. And now from the centre mark, they go through their forwards. Kingswood College opting to do it from pretty much inside their own half, but now Ekanayaka gives it out to his line with the numbers on the outside, takes it up into contact is the fullback as he sets things up. Kingswood College using their big forwards, big runners, one-off runners from number 9. This time around the fly half opts to give it to the big hooker Rasanjana. Now back again to the blind side, the Kingswood go. Numbers on the outside, not the best of passes, but well done to the winger as he collects it off his shoelaces. Good counter-ruck coming in by St. Joseph's, and well, they had turned things over, but the referee says that the ruck had been formed and there was a hand in the ruck. Shanaka.
Yes, good passage of play starting from the scrum. I thought it was good officiating from referee Aruna Santa, who didn't blow a penalty in that scrum, because it wheeled around, but not illegally so. And wheels do happen, and sometimes they happen illegally, and it's great when the referees can tell one from the other. And Kingswood managing to retrieve the ball from that scrum that was going backwards, and a few passages of play, good continuity from them to start off the game.
Suranga Arunashant, an experienced referee, of the very few experienced referees they have on the circuit. Now by the looks of it, it's Muthumala preparing to throw into the scrum. An 8-man scrum lost in the front, and here goes a turnover ball. St. Joseph's College through to their line. Here goes Ivano White. This time around is unable to get the pass away as some good rush defense comes in and gets in the way for St. Joseph's College. And well, if we say that has pretty much been Ivano White for 2024, we will not be incorrect, Shanaka.
No, we won't. I don't think. It's maybe a little harsh to pick on the player like that, but they've moved him from 12 to 13, and I'm thinking his best position is probably at number 12, Romario, because he can just crash the ball up, and his distribution skills probably at number 13, not what you would like. Of course, you have to say that the winger was running too flat in that particular instance as well.
Now Rasanja, this time around, manages to hit his number 4 jumper as he swings back and collects the ball at the tail of the maul. But some good pressure coming in as Ekanayaka gives it out, and this time around lost forward by Pushpa Kumara. Here goes Nathan with the ball in 2 hands, gets it out to his winger as he's pushed out of bounds, and well, both teams unable to get a foothold in the early exchanges of the game, as neither defense breaking up quite easily.
Those plastic chairs which are set in the concrete and the half wall of the bench are pretty close to the playing area. Just wondering if that Joseph Swinger lost his footing or kept going. Could have ended up a little bit of strife.
This time around, Rasanja hits the tail of the maul, and that was De Silva. Now to the line they go, Kingswood College. Some good footwork shown by the winger Sikurajapati as he sets things up for Kingswood College. Now taken up and run in straight and hard by Samantha. Deputizing at halfback was Razik as Kingswood College. Now through Ekanayaka. Gives it out to his big forwards as Kingswood College look to make some sort of headway. Now back again to their line they go. Here goes the big fullback weaving his way through, but brought down with a good tackle. Time around, by the looks of it, it was Clive in the number 24 jumper for St. Joseph's College who turned things over. And now Senithuyaran spots space at the back, but execution letting him down on that occasion. However, the referee goes back, says that there was no advantage from that turnover.
Yes, it was well done over the ball by St. Joseph's at that point, and because Baudwin had made such a good run, he managed to run himself away from his support players, so there was no one really over the ball to help him. And St. Joseph's managing to milk the penalty from that. Senithuyaran had the right idea, just couldn't get the kick in the right place.
Certainly had a good idea because he knew that the Kingswood College defenders were all up in the line, but just execution letting him down on the box kick. Now Bhishma somehow manages to put St. Joseph's College in the opponent's half for the first time in this game. Mindulka Pereira preparing to throw into the line out. Finds Pramod Pereira at the front as the St. Joseph's College maul has been disrupted well by Kingswood College. And now possession has somehow been turned over as Kingswood through their big forwards inside their own half, setting things up. Taking it forward as Ekanayaka now gives it out to his back line. Bit of a chip kick with a couple of Kingswood players chasing. Now Nathan beats the first man, beats the second man. Down the line he goes. However, his chip kick goes straight into the hands of the opposition fullback. But the referee says that he was taken out late. But here goes Bhishma, gives it out to Senithuyaran, and by the looks of it, that's the first try. The first Amana Bank try for St. Joseph's College. Bit of good quick thinking there by Bhishma as he catches his opponent snapping.
Well, I think they're the best thing about this St. Joseph's team, the halves combination. Senithuyaran and Bhishma Jayasekara, heavily experienced players, and they work well together. Understood exactly what needed to happen there. An unfortunate bit of ill discipline from the Kingswood defender that time, who made that late charge on Nathan Gunaratne. Gave away the penalty where the ball bounced. So that's the rule, Romario, that the penalty is given where the ball bounces from a late charge. And that's why referee Aruna Chanta gave the penalty so far ahead of where the incident occurred. And taken quickly, and Bhishma Jayasekara will convert the try that he started off.
Extras added in quite a comfortable fashion as St. Joseph's College go into a 7-point lead here at Havelock Park with about 8 minutes or so passed on our clock. Bhishma started the move, and he finishes things off with that conversion. Now straight away Kingswood College on the back foot and trailing on the scoreboard as well.
Well, it's almost against a run of play, isn't it, Romario? Because Kingswood have had all the ball in the last 8.5 minutes or so. And it was just that nice little counter-attack from Nathan Gunaratne, little chip kick that he put through that created all the trouble. Despite having all the ball for the first 9 minutes, they find themselves well down on the scoreboard, 7 points to 0.
Samantha, well, in fact, bowed in with the restart kick inside the 22. Ivana White returns a favour. Ekanayaka gives it back to his fullback as he puts on some footwork. but is brought down by Ivano White. However, the referee says that the turnover wasn't done legally, as Kingswood College now with a penalty on the halfway mark.
Here's the incident. Baldwin taking it through, and Ivano White wasn't the tackler. He was over the ball. Didn't see the exact signal that referee Arunasantha made there. But Baldwin will put the penalty very deep and too far.
Quite an anticlimax there by the Kingswood fullback. And now the referee bringing play back all the way back to from where he kicked things off. And St. Joseph's College opt for a scrum.
You had to feel for the Kingswood College team when things like that don't go right. Baldwin is probably one of their best players in the last line of defense. Loves to run the ball and counter-attack, but doesn't really seem to have the support and players that will follow him and facilitate that attacking instinct that he has. And just went for a little too much that time. Instead of the safety of the touchlines, he finds the danger of the deadline.
Now Senithu Iran feeds the scrum for St. Joseph's College on the 50-meter line as he gives it to Bhishma. Now to the line they go. Well, dropped cold there by Ivano White. He will not be too pleased with how these first 11 minutes or so has passed by.
Well, you've got to feel for the boy. He's trying everything, but nothing is coming off for him, Romario. It's just one of those, sometimes you have a day like that. Sometimes you have a match like that. Sometimes you just have a season like that. And it's really been a shame. He's a talented player. Came in quite early to this Josephian lineup, if I'm not mistaken. But doesn't seem to have fulfilled the potential that we all thought he had.
Not the season he would have been hoping for, but now Ekanayaka to the line. Here goes Kingswood College through the hands as Baldwin takes the ball into contact. Now Ekanayaka gives it out to his forwards as they crash the ball up, but a good tackle coming in there by the St. Joseph's College prop forward was Malinda, but Kingswood College still with possession, taking it up and making a bit of headway as the Josephian defenders are made to backtrack. Now Ekanayaka gives it out to the big number 27 Atif as Kingswood College are looking to just calm things out and keep ball in hand, but just as we say that they opt for big booming up and under, Nathan gets under it and calls for the mark. So some good bit of play there by Nathan. And well, was the defender back 10 meters enough there, Shanaka, from the free kick?
Yes, there is a question to be asked. Nathan Gururatna had the right idea, took it quickly, and there was some space in front of him. He looks like he wants to spark things from the back. He's someone who's gotten better as the season has worn on. Romario started off with a few wobbles, but seems to have grown into the role.
Now an attacking opportunity for Kingswood College as Ekanayaka feeds the scrum from number 8 breaks, and it was Vikramasinghe, and by the looks of it Vikramasinghe goes straight through the St. Joseph's College defence and he scores the first Amana Bank try for Kingswood College. Well, what a reply by Kingswood.
An absolute defensive nightmare, Romario. As soon as he stepped onto the open side, I was wondering, what are you doing, son? Because he's got a whole blind side available to him. But it was a nice bit of an inadvertent block from his scrum half that allowed both Josephian players to fall over each other and Vikramasinghe to run right in unchallenged. He'd never score an easier try than that.
Surely won't be scoring an easier try than that, as now Bowdin prepares to add the extras. Well, what a reply there by Kingswood College. straight away from the scrum. They strike straight back, and St. Joseph's College back to pretty much where things started off for them.
Baldwin will try and level things up on the scoreboard. He's tried his hardest this season, the young fullback. It's a long kicking action that he has, and a long run up as well, which allowed the pressure to get to him perhaps a little from the Josephians chasers, but as a result of that, St. Joseph's remain 2 points in front.
The best of conversions there by Bowdin, as he puts the kick astray from pretty much joining the uprights, but St. Joseph's College still with a slender 2-point lead. And now Bhishma will be preparing to restart proceedings. 15 minutes or thereabout passed on our clock with St. Joseph's College with a slender 2-point lead. Now Bhishma puts the restart deep inside the Kingswood half, and a good carry there by Muthumala as he makes some good headway. Now Ekanayaka to the Kingswood forwards as the referee's arm comes out with an advantage. Now the fullback sees a bit of space and puts the kick in, but the referee says that there is no advantage, and the option given to Kingswood and their skipper with a couple of penalties. Chanaka.
Yes, offside was the call, and St. Joseph's a little too eager at the breakdown. They just want to be able to stay in the half and just create a little bit of pressure, but doesn't seem to be something that they're able to do. You can see a little bit of over eagerness there. Yes, I think it was Mindulka who went up too early, and it's important to be aggressive, but you also have to maintain the restraint of discipline, Romario. That's why it's such a difficult balance to find.
Referee along with the St. Joseph's College skipper having a bit of a word to Mindulka. There are no prizes for guessing. The referee must be just mentioning that keep your discipline, as it will be Samantha with the ball preparing to take this punt towards the touchline. The referee marches forward the Kingswood players as he gives the visitors few more meters. Now Samantha with the option. Well, this time around too, the bouncing ball does not find touch, and now Nathan returns the favour with a high hanging up and under. Ekanayaka pivots, swivels around, but he's brought down on the centre line as Kingswood College cough up yet another penalty. But now they are with the attack in possession. Muthumala was the ball carrier as here goes Kingswood College to their line. Aren't able to make any yardage as Ivano White is penalised yet again. Now Ekanayaka takes a quick tap, beats a couple of defenders, but he's brought down as Senithueran goes digging, but he's cleared out. Ekanayaka and Kingswood College still with possession. Now inside the St. Joseph's College half. Ekanayaka gives it to his big forward Pushpa Kumara as the visitors not making too much of headway, but are still with possession, and just as we say that, bit of a knock on there, and that attacking move is nipped straight away in the bud.
Once again, Kingswood just not wanting to find touch with their penalties. If they had, maybe they would be in the 22. But they're still managing to keep their continuity of their phases going, which will please the coaching staff. But the Josephian defense does seem up to the task. Romario, and you have to say it's probably going to be a matter of time before these big Josephian forwards get into the game. That's the Josephian coaching staff, Nilüfer Ibrahim. With that inscrutable face of his, you'll never give anything away while he's watching the game.
Well, he will not be too pleased with how St. Joseph's College have gone on this season.
Yes, it hasn't been a season to write home for them, especially since that first match against Vidyartha, where they came in for a bit of a surprise. I think all of us did. Not everyone was expecting the Tigers to play as well as they have done. But they completely took that game by the scruff of their neck, and I would think it's safe to say that St. Joseph's never really recovered from there.
Yes, Shanaka, they never really recovered, and they came close against Royal as well, but as we have been saying time and time again, better conditioning from the Royalists as they somehow managed to come out on that game. Now Bhishma opts to put boot to ball, not the best of kicks, but somehow secured by Clive, as St. Joseph's College still inside their own half but with the possession. Senithu Iran through the hands, Hamish gives it out to the big forwards as Mindulka takes it up into contact. Now back again, Hamish Gamage carries and goes, gets a few meters. Now to the back line, here goes the St. Joseph's College replacement centre. It's Chandupa. Here goes Nathan Gunaratna down the touchline. Somehow manages to cut back in and stay inside the field of play. Now Senithu Iran to Bhishma as he gives it out to his big forwards. St. Joseph's College through Senithu Iran. He spots a gap and snipes and goes through, but slips and falls. By the looks of it, possession has been turned over by Kingswood College. Senithu caught his teammates napping on that occasion as he made that half break. Now Kingswood from inside their own half through Ekanayaka. Puts boot to ball. Nathan from back play collects it and throws a Hail Mary pass there, but well collected as St. Joseph's College through their wing, and he puts a lovely step by the looks of it. That's Teshan Kitnuka, and he goes over for the second Amana Bank try for St. Joseph's College. Sublime finish there by the winger.
Yes, it really was, and once again a counter-attack sparked by Nathan Gunaratna, who took a good high ball and then just managed to draw the defense towards him, and you call it a Hail Mary, but I thought it was actually a well constructed pass there. And Kitnuka is a really good finisher, Romario. That's all he had to do when he got that ball. Just had to beat the one man, and he did it with aplomb.
Did it with some ease. As we have a look at that replay, flanker Pramod got the pass away in the tackle, and Kitnuka put on some lovely footwork.
So two good passes in that movement actually. Nathan Gunaratna's pass over the top, it was a floated one, and Pramod Pereira did really well. He was going to the deck and he had to turn his body in mid-air to make that pass, and it was an accurate pass as well. So good work from Pramod, and a nice kick also from Bhishma Jayasekara, who slots it straight through the uprights.
St. Joseph's College extend their lead further as Bhishma makes no mistake, adds the extras, but off screen, bit of a concern in sight as Nathan seems to be receiving a bit of treatment and a bit of strapping on that left knee. Well, that doesn't look too promising for St. Joseph's College, and straight away you can see the physios asking for a change.
Well, that's a real shame. He was easily the best player on the pitch for St. Joseph's in this opening 25 minutes or so. And if he has to wander off, then that's going to put the cat among the pigeons in this back line for St. Joseph's. Been playing really well. Here's him sparking that counter-attack. Can't really see what happened there. The tackle seemed perfectly legal, but maybe just in the way that he fell. He upset that left knee. Seems like it might have been an old injury that got aggravated as well, Romario.
Restart made by by Kingswood College, but hash they are made by St. Joseph's College, and well, that's not how the coaching staff would have hoped that they exit their lines, Shanaga.
Mara Singh and Pereira looking at each other like two slip fielders that have just allowed the ball to go through them. But doesn't matter what you say afterwards. It's just saying mine before that matters. Any young players watching, just call for it, take the responsibility and take the ball. Communication is the most important thing in these high ball situations.
There was not too much pressure on themselves to collect that restart kick as well. But well, that has pretty much been how this season has gone on for St. Joseph's College, and it continues in a similar fashion.
Yes, a lot of unforced errors, isn't it? A lot of unforced errors, careless mistakes. And St. Joseph's would have wanted to be better than this when they started the season. Have picked themselves up for the big games, especially the one against Royal. It's a nice little step inside from Vikramasinghe again, and the 8-9-14 move breaking down just about 10 meters short of the line. Ekanayaka gives it to the one-off pod of forwards. Probably keep it in hand. It's a number 8 Vikramasinghe wearing 5 on his back. And Kings would have been good with these little carries, making sure their ball security is good in this game, even though they don't have much to show for it. Offside is a call from referee Aruna Shanta, and St. Joseph's defense under pressure with the big carry that time from the prop forward, Bandara. Edging towards the post, edging towards the line. Here's another carry from Pushpa Kumara, taking it within the 5-meter line. He manages to make the ball available as well. Don't forget that Kingswood are on a penalty advantage. Close to the line, just pushed back by the strong Josephian defense there. Referee Aruna Shanta saying leave it to the Josephian defense, which they do eventually. Another penalty coming. Get over the line. Referee Aruna Shanta says it's held up, but they'll come back for the penalty.
Good passage of play there by the Kingswood forwards. They continued to keep the ball with them and made good headway. But the St. Joseph's College defense also up to the challenge. They somehow managed to hold up the ball inside the try line. And now Kingswood, in quite attacking fashion, they opt for scrum from pretty much under the uprights.
It's a brave call against a much bigger pack. They seem to obviously have the confidence that they can withstand it. And why not, with Vikramasinghe having the Josephian defense parting like the Red Sea just moments before. Maybe this time he will go on the traditional blind side for the number 8. Yes, he does. Steps back in field.
Now Kingswood College, they opt to keep it with their forwards, as the referee says to the defenders, just get your hands out. Some good defensive work there by the home team, but Kingswood still keep in position through their big one-off ball carriers. Not the cleanest of position coming for the visiting Kingswood players, but somehow through their forwards they go inch by inch, meter by meter. Still keeping it close. This time around, have they got it over the line? Well, not yet. Just another couple of meters short. So referee finds himself in optimal position, but now Kingswood College, looks of it, they have knocked on position, and yet another opportunity goes begging for the visitors.
Well, it was good ball security as we talked about previously, Romario, but they're not really changing the point of attack. It's just pick and go, pick and go. And sometimes you just have to have a pod of forwards waiting for the scrum half to pass off to them just give the defense something to think about. This was way too predictable for St. Joseph's and they managed to repel it with some ease.
As you rightly said, Shanaka, just the forwards picking and going from the base of the ruck, not giving too many problems for the defensive team. And Kingswood College, well, they pay for a bit of bad handling as injury woes mount for St. Joseph's. Well, in fact, this time around it's the Kingswood player under the upright receiving a bit of treatment. Scrum to restart proceedings for St. Joseph's College. Now from pretty much under their own upright, it will be all about clearing their lines, Shanaka, for St. Joseph's.
Yes, they will be under a little bit of pressure. And the Kingswood wingers will be hoping for the ball coming into them with some space to run into.
Senithuran with his skipper at the tail of the scrum breaks, and here goes the St. Joseph's College players sending it through their hands, and just on the 22-meter mark line St. Joseph's College. They have made some good headway from 5 meters out, but now yet another ball knocked on, and well, the referee says that the Kingswood defense, they did infringe before that, and that's why he goes back. Everyone thought that it was a runaway try for Kingswood.
Yes, it was a crowd try, but unfortunately Kingswood's defense had crept up offside just a phase or two before. But it's good to see Vishika Fernando running with the ball, Romario. They managed to make about 15 meters there to try and clear the ball. But off the back of the scrum, he's been pretty quiet this season. I think that's where St. Joseph's may point to, that they haven't had the real go-forward leadership on the pitch.
That has been a constant worry for St. Joseph's, Shanaka. They haven't been able to find a leader who will get the game by the scruff of its neck and say, come on lads, rally around me, let's take this game on.
He's a very powerful ball carrier, but haven't really seen the best of him this season.
Here goes the St. Joseph's College Mall, splintering through, and Kings would have somehow managed to bring it down, but illegally, as the referee puts his arm out for a penalty advantage. Here goes the big centre for St. Joseph's College. Now Ivana White shrugs off one defender and gets the pass away. Here goes Bhishma, gives it out to Kitnuka, and he'll pretty much have a run-on try. The third Amana Bank try for St. Joseph's College, as the Josephian backline now sparks up something for the home team.
Ivana White really bursting through the center of the midfield there, and he's the one who created that, made the Kingswood defense collapse all towards him. Manages to get the ball away, and Kitnuka, outstanding finish from him again. Didn't have a lot of men to beat this time, but managed to run it in, and boy, doesn't he look good when he's in full flight.
It's a replay. As you can see there, Ivana White got off a would-be tackler and somehow managed to get the offload away, and Bhishma does really well to draw in the last man and drop the pass off for Kitnuka to add the finishing touches for his second try of this game. This time around, the conversion isn't successful by Bhishma, as the scores remain 19 points to 5 in favour of St. Joseph's College. We have about 2 or 3 minutes left on the clock for half time.
Might be even a little more than that, Romario, given all the injuries that we have had. But 19 points to 5 seems fair, the way that St. Joseph's have converted their chances and the way that Kingswood have not been able to convert their chances. They've certainly had opportunities to go over the Josephian line but have opted not to take them. But St. Joseph's defense has held so far and they will want to hold on for the rest of this game.
Can see body language of Kingswood too, not too positive. Heads dropping with that third try for St. Joseph's.
They've got just a one win this season, Romario, and they're playing like a team that believes they're a one win per season team. Really have got to lift the confidence levels, not just in the game but at practice and in the school as well. Bring back that real rugby culture that we know Kingswood for.
Here goes the big forward for St. Joseph's College as he barges in to the final man. By the looks of it, that was bowed in, but St. Joseph's College, through their little scrum half, Senithu sets things up as now Indura Rodrigo takes and goes. St. Joseph's College with a bit of a spring in their step. Now Iran gives it out to Mindulka. In fact, Malinda as St. Joseph's College go for their fourth Amana Bank try. And now Kingswood College not in too good position here, Shanaka.
Not at all, and it was a wonderful break through the centre of the field by Malinda in the first instance. He was brought down bravely by Baldwin, and then a couple of phases later he finds himself with the ball again, and the Kingswood defence said, well, we don't want any more of this lad, and read him through untouched, and it was a brilliant try, created and finished off by Shat Malinga, who had a brilliant game against Royal College as well, and he's continuing that form. Has been a bit quiet until now, but you can see what this guy brings to the party.
Yes, indeed, and some good play by scrum of Iran as well, as he finds himself in support time and time again and helps with clearing quick possession away. Now Bhishma.
It's a poor defense that time by Kingswood. I think poor is probably putting it a little mildly. Bhishma Jayasekara to add the extra points to the bonus points, the bonus Amana Bank try, I should say. Just short that time. And we'll have one more restart before half time.
Yes, the Kingswood defense, well, just open up like the Red Sea, Shanaka, there on that occasion, and there was no one wanting to really go up and make a tackle, as St. Joseph's College now sitting comfortably on a 19-point lead.
Well, it's too early for the Kingswoodians to start trudging to the 50-meter line. It's 24-5, but they've got to believe that they can at least close the gap a little bit. Got only themselves to blame for a few of the mistakes that didn't see them over the line. Plenty of possession, plenty of territory as well. Just haven't been able to convert that into points, which is what the difference is between the top teams, the middle teams and the bottom teams. Here's another big bust up from Janit Marasinghe.
Janit Marasinghe helping out his forwards as St. Joseph's College now with renewed confidence goes to their back line. By the looks of it, there was an arm out in the tackle as the referee brings play back. And to add to the Kingswood woes, the referee goes to his pocket. And it seems to be Razik making his way into the sin bin.
Well, there were 60 meters to go to the try line, Romario, but still there was an overlap, and if Ruzaik hadn't got his hand in there, it might just have gone to the winger who could have finished. So watch it here. Marasinghe takes a cue from Malinda and he says, if my front row forward can do it, the second row can too. Good hands from St. Joseph's. The first time they really moved it, and that's the hand in there from Ruzaik, and you could see two men over So potential try scoring opportunity that he stopped with that slap down.
Potential break, you could also say, Shanaka, as Mindulka Perra prepares to throw into the shortened line out. Inosh collects it, and the ball has been knocked on there, and that's half time here at Havelock Park. St. Joseph's College going into a comfortable 19-point lead at Lemons, Shanaga.
Yes, it was a slow start for the Josephian lads, but they scored 3 tries in quick succession. Kingswood started off with everything that they could throw at this Josephian team, but unfortunately didn't end as well as it started for them. The Melbourne Savoury Biscuits have been the perfect companion for gatherings to celebrate cheerful moments, just like for today's game. So even if you're at home watching the match or cheering right here, grab a pack and share the joy of the game with Melbourne Savoury.
Well, I'm sure the Josephian supporters will have a couple of Melbourne Savoury biscuit packets as they see St. Joseph's College going into a comfortable 24 points to 5 lead here at Havelock Park.
Wouldn't mind a few in the commentary box as well, as we confirm the half-time score for you, 24 points to 5. The home team, St. Joseph's leading, will be back after the break.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Children lemon.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැරිලත් එක්ක. චොමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
Train deke allegin safari en yalle abin ali wala suwate tiyan selfie gahamu ware machan ture dakune kohe giya trip one එක double වෙන්න කොතුමි රසට හදා නැති නැතක share කරන් kamuda machan prima කොතුමි fun tamai.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම ජිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම ජිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
Swiss Tech Skim Coat. Finish එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
Get ready to tackle greatness. The time is now. Dialog Schools Rugby League, live on the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
ඔයාලගේ කම්පැනි එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ක්ලබ් එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ යූත් එකට සෙට් වෙන ඕනම ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් The Papare TV එකෙන් මුළු ලංකාවටම පෙන්වන්න අපි ලෑස්ති. ඔයාලත් ලෑස්තිද? අපිට කතා කරන්න.
The Papare TV, The Papare TV HD, Dialog Television නාලිකාංක 63 සහ 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව.
What would you do for the biggest payoff of your life?
All you need is big money.
Use brute strength to win at all costs.
No anesthetic. Ever donated bone marrow before?
Use your own body to atone for sins. Use mental brilliance to make big money.
3, 2.
Or use multiple perspectives to save a life.
Need to count.
Join in the hunt for the win this July on Hits Movies every Sunday.
The world champions are coming to the Sony Sports Network.
Oh, cricket ke international season ka jalwa. India tour of Zimbabwe, India tour of Sri Lanka.
Now cricket fans will have a big reason for celebration. Watch Zimbabwe versus India and Sri Lanka versus India, 27th July onwards.
On Sony Sports Network, on Sony Sports Network.
The enemy usurped my throne.
We're going to King's Landing.
This senseless war must end.
Shall now us prevail.
Not like...
Welcome back to Havelock Park. It's second half action just a moments away from kicking off here at Havelock. It's St. Joseph's College in with a comfortable 24 points to 5 lead over Kingswood College. As we see some highlights from the first half, the opening try for St. Joseph's College was scored by Senithu Iran as Bhishma took a quick tap and gave it to his halfback partner. Bhishma added the extras to make it a perfect 7. After that it was Kingswood who struck back through Vikramasinghe as he surprised the defenders, breaking through the heart of the St. Joseph defence. After that it was Kitnuko show as the lanky winger for St. Joseph's managed a couple of tries. Bhishma made no mistake off the tee on a couple of occasions. Third try set up by Bhishma himself as Ivano White broke play, but now we are back live with second half action, and straight away Pramod Pereira knocks play on for St. Joseph's College, and play has pretty much resumed from where we stopped off, Shanaka.
Yes, it has been a bit of an error-strewn game, isn't it? You'd expect that in a mid-table and a bottom-of-the-table team later on towards the season, because both these teams have been hit by quite a few injuries, Romario, over the course of the season as well as in this game. So we're probably not seeing the highest quality from them.
Well, quality is something that has deserted the two teams throughout this season. Senithu Iran gets out of the way, but an advantage coming for Kingswood College as the centre puts a high kick but contested well. However, the referee says that there's no advantage and he goes back. It will be interesting to see what sort of showing it is on the replay.
It was a kick to nowhere. He just had to hope that the bounce created a contest. The offside from Senithu Iran at the scrum, that's where it was. He had just gone too far. Now, knowing the advantage was coming, little kick goes in. Let's see exactly what happens here. Bounces and sits up. And no try.
Changes been made for Kingswood College as they opt for the safety of touch, and this time they managed to do so, find it rather.
Can you hazard a guess as to why there was no try there, Romario?
Well, I think the referee was a bit too far from play, and he thought it's played safe, and he brought the play back. Now into an 8-man line out. Well, Kingswood preparing to throw into an 8-man line out. Rasanja does not find his mark as possession is turned over for St. Joseph's College. Now Iran gives it out to Bhishma as he puts boot to ball, collected by the fullback Baudin, but A good chase coming in for St. Joseph's College through Tevan Kitnuka as Kingswood somehow managed to recycle possession and takes a hit up. That was Pushpa Kumar. Now to the line they go. Couple of numbers on the outside, but some good rush defense by St. Joseph's College, and they somehow managed to put an end to that attack, but the referee with an advantage out for Kingswood College. Here goes the big hooker, Rasanj, takes it up into contact for Kingswood College. Now to the line, here goes the number 13, shows and makes a half break, gets the offload away. Kingswood College hot on attack early on in this second half. Bandara was that big ball carrier, but now Kingswood College through their winger stepping in. That was Siku Rajapati. Somehow manages to recycle possession for the visitors as Ekanayak barking instructions and getting his forwards close. There goes Dinal Bandara once again, taking the ball into contact. Quick ball coming for Kingswood College, but they still continue to opt to keep it with their big forwards. Ekanayak barking away instructions, gives it out to Dinal Bandar. Now Kingswood College through Basit, takes it from pretty much right in front of his opposite number, but now Ekanayak to the line. Here goes Kingswood College to their replacement flanker in the number 19 jumper. Now Muthumala this time tries to beat a couple, but an advantage is coming, and here goes Ekanayak, shows and snipes around the fringes, but he's brought down by a good defense by St. Joseph's College. Here goes the big lock forward Pushpa Kumar. Kingswood College just a couple of meters short, and the referee blows time off, consults his AR, and by the looks of it he says that the ball was held up, and he wants to have a word with the St. Joseph's College defender. Vishika Fernand, the skipper. And now the first yellow card of this second half goes to the St. Joseph's College flanker in the number 20 jumper, that's Inosh Silva. And now an early opportunity for Kingswood College. St. Joseph's with a man down. Well, in fact, both teams are playing with 14 men apiece. Now Ekanayak preparing to feed this 7-man scrum for Kingswood College. Pushpa Kumar steps back into the scrum as a 7-man scrum for both teams. Ekanayak feeds the scrum. Ball comes straight through out from that scrum, and yet another opportunity goes back in for the visitors. And that pretty much has been how this game has been going on through this 39 minutes. Kingswood College making headway, coming in to the Josephian 22, but unable to add the finishing touches. Now Senithu Iran feeds an 7-man scrum for St. Joseph's College with the skipper Vishika Fernando at the tail of the scrum. He breaks. An advantage coming for St. Joseph's College as Senithu Iran makes a sublime break, has support on the inside, opts to step, manages to get the offload away, but unfortunately for him, pass does not stick in the arms of Clive, as a good attacking break comes to an end for St. Joseph's College. They come out of their own half and inside the Kingswood College half, a promising attack comes to an end.
Quite lucky Kingswood to get let off on that occasion. Senith Veran has been one of the attacking forces for this St. Joseph's team, really sparking things. Seems to be in a bit of trouble. Seems like he has a shoulder injury and looks like they might just be taking him off as a result of that. And that seems to be his final contribution. But he's played well today. And after the loss of Nathan Gunaratne early on, St. Joseph seemed to have lost a bit of spark in their attack. But Kingswood also defending for dear life now.
The cavalry arrives for St. Joseph's College as Ekanayak feeds into a 7-man scrum, clears it out. Here goes Kingswood College through the back door to the fullback. He puts on a fend and makes a lovely break through the heart of a defense. Goes the Kingswood fullback, but unfortunately the final pass was just left forward as yet another attack comes to a premature end for Kingswood College as we have a look at the replay.
Straight through goes Kingswood, just managing to hold on to that was Bowdwin. Looked like it was a forward pass from Mario.
Yes, Siku Rajapati was the winger who made that sublime break. Unfortunately though, the final pass while he was going to deck just left it a bit forward and pretty much from under the nose of the referee. Aruna Shanta good to see St. Joseph's College making the changes, bringing on the replacements. Seven-man scrum leveled out with the under-19 variations. Vishika can't play at number 8. He has to move to the flank as the scrum is fed for St. Joseph's College through their replacement scrum half. Here goes Bhishma, shows and goes makes a half break, but he is brought down as Akash, who is the new replacement scrum half, and here goes Marasingh bouncing off the would-be tacklers as St. Joseph's College now hot on attack down the far touchline. Tevan Kitnuka, double try scorer, takes it up into contact. Here goes Akash, gives it out to Ivano as he drops it off to the replacement front row players. Now Bhishma through the back door. Ivano White this time around opts not to pass as he hangs on to possession. Now Akash gives it out to the big reserve prop forward Thisat as St. Joseph's College now making a couple of breaks. This time around it's the replacement hooker Dinath. St. Joseph's College through their front row players making good way. Now Bhishma drops it off to Hamish as he takes the ball into contact. Akash barking out instructions. Now Marasingh, Janit Marasingh still opting to keep the ball with the forwards does Akash. Now to the line he goes. Here goes Bhishma, gives it out to the winger. He makes a half break, but he's brought down by some good defensive play by Pushpa Kumar. Now St. Joseph's College just about 10 meters or so short. The ball is knocked backwards as Hamish picks and goes. Akash calling his forwards to the fore as here goes Ivano White, and has he got it over? Yes, he has. That's yet another Amana Bank try for St. Joseph's College, and they continue on their merry way, this time through Ivano White.
The big midfielder crashing over for a deserved try. He's been trying manfully, started off the game with a few errors, but then he has come back into it, created a break for a try earlier on for Kitnuka, and this time finishes one off on his own. He's dangerous from a few meters out, and this is why you were talking about his ideal position, Romario. Is it at number 12 or is it at number 13? Seeing that kind of evidence, you might think it's even at number 8.
Bhishma makes no mistake from the conversion, Shanaka. Highly doubt he will be slotting in at number 8 anytime this season, but you can see that replay there, running on the angle and catching the defenders napping as St. Joseph's College, the score moves up to 31 points.
The Josephian crowd do like to celebrate tries with firecrackers, Romario. Something, a tradition, a recent tradition that from the Joes that I don't understand. Fortunately, they are being let off this time in a deserted area of the terraces rather than in the grandstand where they used to be previously.
Not too much of a crowd filling in today for this game. Restart kick off the boot of Dilshan. Deep into the St. Joseph's College half, and here goes the skipper. In the number 8 jumper, Vishika Fernando. Now sets it up and Bhishma. This time drops a kick shot as Ivano White comes in, and he did everything right there apart from the pass as the Kingswood player Vandara managed to get a hand in and knock the ball backwards. Now numbers on the outside for Kingswood as they sends it through the hands. But some good last-ditch defense there by Kitnuka. And now the penalty goes in favor of St. Joseph's College. Here goes Bhishma. Takes a quick tap. Gives it out as an advantage comes for St. Joseph's College. Ivana White getting more involved. Now taking the ball into contact is Janit Marasinghe. Akash. Now through the hands it goes. Here goes the final pass just behind the man for St. Joseph's College. But the referee is going back for the penalty advantage.
Good passage of play there from St. Joseph's. The replacements have come on and just added a little bit of urgency. You can see that there's competition for places and guys who want to make sure they get their starting jerseys next year. They want to really put their hand up, and Ivano White is a changed man in this second half. As I say that, he goes into the 22 and holds on to the ball. So it looks like his sole purpose is to prove both of us wrong today, Romario.
Well, he's trying really hard. Unfortunately, things are not going really his way. And now we thought the penalty hasn't found touch for the third time. But at the third time of asking, Kingswood College somehow manages to put the ball and shave the touchline. Line out throw coming in for the visitors. As Kingswood to make a couple of changes, and St. Joseph's College empties their bench. Janit Marasinghe too taken out. And by the looks of it, Coach Nilfa Ibrahim has emptied his bench completely. And he seems to be taking skipper Vishika Fernando out as well. And into a 5-man line out. Throws Rasanj. Does not hit his target, but This does not hit his target, and the ball has been knocked on at the line out. So possession changes hands yet again as Kingswood are unable to make anything work this evening.
Yes, it's a team that's really struggling and probably will be better served playing in the lower division along with the likes of Thurston and Sri Sumangala. Romario, I don't think it's unfair to say that, because there's no point turning up, spending so much money on travelling and ending up getting smashed every week. Doesn't help the players that currently wear the jersey or the ones for the future.
Certainly does not help them, as here goes St. Joseph's College through their number 25 Senuja Giran. He is brought down in the tram lines. Now St. Joseph's College, unfortunately they knock position on. It's clearly evident, Shanaka, the gap between the bottom sides and the mid-table and the top-table sides, with the bottom teams just unable to live up to their opponents.
No, they're not even in the same ballpark, is it, Romario? So I don't think it's unfair to say that these teams maybe need to go to a lower division. That 16 teams in the A division is just too much. I don't think there's that much money going around in the school game to keep 16 teams up here and competing on an equal footing. And it makes for games like this where you have empty stands and players are going through the motions in the end. It's great for coaches, and it's great for young players who want to make a name for themselves, as we see Kitnuka deprived of his hat-trick perhaps by a wayward pass. But it does the losing teams no good. If you ask Sri Sumangala or you ask Thurston College, what did you learn from this season? It's not going to be a lot productive that they are going to say. They're going to have to say, whether it's administration or the players.
It also stretches the resources of pretty much everyone who is plugged into the games. The the administrators, even the television producers, because 6-7 games on one day does not help the cause for anyone, does it, Shanaka?
No, it certainly doesn't, and I don't think we are overstaffed in the rugby department, whether it's players, whether it's referees, whether it's cameras, or even commentators for that matter. Ivano White moving into the fly half position now. That's a nice little break, but again Kingswood just managing to get a stray hand in.
Good break made there by Brian Fernando, but just that final pass just does not straighten the line and give that final pass away, and I think that helps the defenders just slide across and take the winger straight into touch.
So after starting off the game with some promise, Kings would have disappeared back into their regular form. Just a conditioning once again, being the gulf between the two sides, where the big forwards have come through and really done the damage on this much smaller Kingswood outfit, trying to run it out of their 22.
Here goes the number 13, that's Samantha. He has tried extremely hard to make breaks throughout this evening, but hasn't been successful, as support 2 seems to desert him when he needs them the most. But now a scrum, as the St. Joseph's College players just knock it on as he goes for the turnover. It's good to see a bit of renewed energy for St. Joseph's, as they have emptied their bench, and the fresh feet coming in and injecting a bit of energy.
Yes, it's because the reserves have something to play for, isn't it, Romario? Because they're playing for next year, they're playing for their starting positions, they're playing to impress the coach. But if you look at the Kingswood team, they really know that they don't have anything to play for. They're not going to be able to win this game. And even for next year, is this what you want to go back to?
Yes, plenty of questions to be asked from the players, the coaches and the administrators for Kingswood College. I think this is what St. Joseph's College have lacked throughout the first few games this season. They did not have any players coming in to inject some energy into the defenses and the attacks, but now can see the players. Brian gives it out to Senuja Giran. He applies the accelerator and somehow manages to stay in the field of play. Now St. Joseph's College through their forwards make good headway. Now it's just about getting the ball onto the tram line, but not the best of passers. But St. Joseph's College through their big number 6 Danister Cruz, that is. Now Hamish Gamage takes it up and makes a good couple of yards for St. Joseph's College. But this time around possession is knocked forward, but the referee goes back for the advantage. As we see a couple of Kingswood players on their feet, other off their feet.
Surprised we haven't seen more of this actually, because the Josephians have really been making some heavy contact with this Kingswood defensive line, which is maybe about 40% smaller than they are. It's a hard ground. It's been a hot day. It threatened to rain just before kickoff, but thankfully for everyone concerned, the rain has stayed away. Here's the bust up from Danister Cruz. It's a hard ground coming back into play after the rain has stayed away for a few days.
Danister Cruz, another player, will not be too pleased with having to be dropped off from the starting 15 for St. Joseph's. He will be wanting to prove a point.
Silva has come through to take his place, and Pramod Pereira has played really well in the number 7 jersey as well. Ivano White seems like he's leading the team now.
Sikku Rajapati from Kingswood having a word. Does Aruna Shanta now gives the option to the Josephian centre as he takes the quick tap, but a bit too early. Here goes Ivano White, drops it off to Hamish Gamage as he attracts about 3 or 4 defenders at St. Joseph's College through their big forwards. Somehow retain possession. Now to the line they go. Numbers on the outside. They get it away to that's Kitnuka, and he dives over in the far corner for the Amana Bank try, and he completes his hat-trick, Shanaka.
Yeah, it's been a great day for him. It's been contrasting styles of tries as well. One with a lovely right-footed step that he had to beat the defender. One was a clear run-in, and this time also he had a bit of finishing to do. It was a great pass out to him. The boy who gave the pass out to him was under a lot of pressure, but he still managed to get it away. And with just a little bit of room to the touchline, Kitnuka managed to finish it beautifully.
Yes, and by the looks of it, that seems to be his last contribution as he's subbed out. Coach Nilufer Ibrahim just given him one more chance for his hat-trick, and he thankfully grabs it as Ivano White from the far touchline gets gets a good piece out of it, but just lacking direction as St. Joseph's College move on to 36 points to 5, 31 point lead over Kingswood. 6 tries and 3 conversions to that.
Well, the 70-minute mark can't come fast enough for this Kingswood team, the way they're dragging themselves to the halfway line. You have to say that they haven't really done as much as they could have in this game, Romario. They had a few opportunities which they didn't take, and unfortunately for them, they had a couple of tries disallowed as well, held up over the line, and that one kick chase try that wasn't allowed. If they get into double figures, if they just manage to score one more try, perhaps their heads will lift.
Yeah, I think when things didn't go their way from then on, their heads pretty much fell down, and that did not do themselves any favors. Now possession secured by the Kingswood players as they go in search for that all elusive second try. Now to the line. Here goes the big number 4. That's Pushpakumara, but some good defensive play there by St. Joseph's College as they counteract and win possession. Here goes the big forwards, taking it up into contact. On a good short line, that was Dennis Cruz, as St. Joseph's College up to keep possession with their forwards.
Well, this is much better from the Josephians, much more urgent, much more direct, and they look like they're playing much better with the replacements on, Romario.
Indeed, I think this is what they were lacking throughout this season, and thankfully for Coach Nilufa and his backroom staff, they are somehow discovering some form. Ivano White drops it off to Hamish Gamage as the big second row forward takes it into contact. Now Ivano White to the line. The massive tackle coming in from the Kingswood player. But him going over his body weight does not help the cause, as the ball is knocked on by St. Joseph's College and the referee goes back for the advantage.
It's good to see Kingswood still flying up in the defensive line and making those aggressive tackles. Just the conditioning letting them down a little bit, because it has been a hot day as well. And the travel factor from Kandy always hits the legs perhaps in the last 15 minutes of the game. St. Joseph's look to pile on the tries. They'll have the 40-point mark in their targets.
That was Hamish Gamage. I think now St. Joseph's are preparing for the games ahead this season. Just another couple of more shields left maybe against St. Thomas's and few more schools, but before that, here goes St. Joseph's to their back line. Shows and goes. That was Adriano, as possession somehow squirts out on the side of St. Joseph's College. Still managing to hold on to the ball. Credit should go out to the forward players, as they have done extremely well. Now Hamish Gamage beats a couple of players as he's brought down. Dinath Tarun was the player who took the ball into contact. Now St. Joseph's College through their big forwards, taking it up, going meter by meter, making some good headway. Here goes the big replacement prop forward Tisat, and by the looks of it, the Amana Bank try has been scored as St. Joseph's College extend their lead further.
Yes, it was just a matter of time. There's just no way that the Kingswood College defense could hold on as long as they did. It was a credit that they did as long as they did, but they just couldn't do it forever. And they've just crossed a 41-point mark. So About 7 minutes to go. They might try to get to 50, and that would be a good morale booster from them, and complete to the opposite for Kingswood.
Yes, as we have a look at this replay, at the looks of it, it was Dennis Cruz who has been awarded the try. Good ball play by the forwards. They somehow managed to keep it close, and from the resulting phase did get the try, and Ivano White adds the extras to the conversion. 7 tries and 4 conversions. St. Joseph's College sitting pretty on 43 points. The Kingswood players just dragging themselves back to the centre line to restart proceedings. Bowdwin to restart the proceedings in this game. Collected well by the St. Joseph's College forward Cruz, as here goes Ivano White to the back line. They go. Dropped short as quite a high tackle comes in, and the referee switches time off. Seems to be going to have a bit of a chat with Gihan carving his AR, and now it's pretty much about finding the guilty party as we see the replay, Shanaka.
I think he was blindsided there, John, and didn't make any attempt to wrap his arm, didn't make any attempt to lower his body height either. Not a high degree of danger, which is something that might save him, because it was more the impact of the runner into him rather than his impact into the runner. But I would think that's at least a yellow, Romario, because there's no attempt to dip his body, and it was shoulder to head.
Yes, and the referee just trying to figure out the number of the player who was the guilty party. So, Jan in the number 24 jumper sees yellow.
Yes, and even though we can't hear referee Arunasantha because there's still a sponsorship dispute about us being allowed to hear what the referees are saying on the park, but you could see from referee Arunasantha's body language that he was saying that you led with the shoulder, made no attempt to wrap your arm, and that's why it's a yellow card. They could well have been red, but I think the degree of danger was not as high as all of that, so referee Arunasantha decides that a yellow is enough. The dying moments of this game, Romario, it's been a good performance in the end for St. Joseph's. Getting 50 points on the board will certainly do them some good on the table, getting their 3rd win of the season.
Will just solidify their mid-table position with one more game remaining. The 4th week's fixtures that were postponed, scheduled to be played at the end of the first round. Tisat in the number 17 jumper, preparing to throw into the shortened line out for St. Joseph's College. Finds his man at the front, but ball disrupted by the visitors as they somehow managed to secure possession, and now to the line they go. Knocked on as possession turns hands once more for St. Joseph's College. Now through the hands go the home team as go to the far touchline. Somehow manages to stay inside the field of play, does the winger, as now St. Joseph's College. From side to side they go. Akash gives it out to Ivano. He finds Hamish Gamage as he makes a break, and he goes straight through the heart of defence, and he manages to score for St. Joseph's College. Yet another Amana Bank try, as St. Joseph's College seem to be pushing that 50-point mark. Shanaka.
A wonderful run from the second row forward. It's not often you see a second row get that much of intensity into his carry later on in the game. Just 5 minutes to go and he's still running like it's the first 5 minutes of the game. Wonderful stuff from Hamish Gamage. It's not the first time that we've seen a real barnstorming run through the center of the field by one of these Josephian forwards, and that was really good work. But for my part, I hope that's the last try that St. Joseph score, because I can't listen to any more Alidong's Romario. There's just too many crackers being lit. Wonder who allows explosives into the park.
Ivano White with a chance to make it 50 points. Gets good contact and pierces the uprights. And St. Joseph's College move to 50 as we see a replay of that try from Hamish Gamage. Ivano White dropped it short. And Hamish Gamage, well, he made no mistake going straight to the heart of the Kingswood defence. 50 points to 5 with just a couple of minutes or so left on our clock. Bowdin kicks deep into the St. Joseph's College half. Fumbled, but possession secured for St. Joseph's College inside that 22. Now the arm comes out and the advantage straight away for St. Joseph's College. Ivano White takes a quick tap and few good meters made as ball fumbled, but still with Hamish Gamage and St. Joseph's College. Now Akash spots a bit of space and puts a wobbly cross kick. Collected well by the Kingswood College number 22. Bandara, that was. And he secures possession for the visitors. Now it's Kingswood College's turn to attack. Ekanayaka been playing the whole game, as here goes the Kingswood College winger, the replacement winger. But just as he tries to get the ball away, he loses it into touch.
Well, that's what they've been missing, just some simple draw and pass stuff. They haven't had a lot of ball after they had almost all of it in the first 10 minutes or so. And when St. Joseph scored the first try against the run of play, it just completely deflated this Kingswood outfit. It's good to see that they have still got a little bit of fight left in them. But 50 points to 5 doesn't make happy reading for the Randalls Hill faithful.
Now the St. Joseph's College Mall making a good headway. But the Kingswood defences too equally matching, as Isuru breaks from the tail of the Mall, but yet another penalty advantage, and the penalty taken quickly by Akash. He puts on some footwork and throws a Hail Mary pass. Now Cruz gives it out to the St. Joseph's College players as a good tackle comes in by Sikurajapati, the lone player for Kingswood College. But the referee goes back for an early infringement for St. Joseph's. Shanaka, time to pick the NDB player of the match.
Well, it's been a mixed bag, hasn't it? I thought Pramod Pereira has been absolutely outstanding for St. Joseph's in the forward pack as well. He's won quite a few lineouts and done a lot of the dirty work for St. Joseph's. But despite starting the game in a really wobbly fashion, making a few errors, he's really grown in this second half and he's now leading the charge for St. Joseph's, Romario. And I think for being able to come through that little rough patch and really score a couple of tries, put all those kicks over and lead the urgency that we've seen from St. Joseph's in the last maybe half an hour or so. I think Ivano White is our pick.
Ivano White named the NDB player of the match as Tisat continues to hit his target at the front of the line out. Now the big forwards for St. Joseph's College. Eager to take the ball from the ruck as the backs somehow manage to get the ball away, and here goes Ivano White through the heart of the Kingswood defense. He's brought down by the final tackler, and clearly offside was that player from Kingswood trying to get up and get back onside.
It looked pretty cynical as well. Lucky to stay on the field, but it's the final minute of the game, so referee Aruna Santha will let that go. And Hamish Kamage looks like he wants a second as well, and he gets it on the stroke of full time. Hamish Kamage takes it up, and it's all fives on the scoreboard, 55-5. And Ivano White, hearing that he's won the man of the match, perhaps just putting that burst through.
And Hamish Gamage scoring the 9th Amana Bank try for St. Joseph's College, and pretty much adds an exclamation mark at the end of this game as Ivano White with the last opportunity to add his name to the scoreboard. From the 15-meter mark, this time around skews it off the boot as the conversion goes astray, but the score remains 55 points to 5. All fives on the scoreboard as the game is brought to an end and St. Joseph's College prevail.
It's just been a good win for St. Joseph's at home. You've got to feel for the opposition though. Kingswood College tried manfully, but they just didn't have enough to hold off this big Josephian forward pack who had some nice individual performances as well. I don't think Coach Khalifa Ibrahim will be completely happy with the performance that the Joes put in the first half, but he'll take the win. A 55 points to 5 win is not something that can be taken lightly. And this will put the Joes in good position in the knockouts as well. It's just one of those results that you need in your season, Romario, to try and make sure that you just go on from there. Maybe it's come a little too late for the Joes, but it's better late than never.
Better late than never indeed, Shanaka, as there's just one more game remaining for St. Joseph's College and all of the other teams. And that game will maybe help them finish 3rd or 4th on the points table as both teams just congratulate each other for a hard fought game here at Havelock Park. The Crackers continue to go. St. Joseph's College coming out victors 55 points to 5.
And if you're feeling the heat of the match, chill out folks. Grab a Maliban Lemon Puff with real lemon and no artificial colors or flavors. Maliban Lemon Puff will keep you chilled all game long. Maliban Lemon Puff, chill when a lemon.
As we see the highlights from the second half, well, it was pretty much all St. Joseph's. They managed to score 5 tries in the second half, 5 unanswered tries in the second half, as their forwards and their backs contributed equally. Tevan Kitnuka scoring his hat-trick, rather completing his hat-trick. And from then on it was the St. Joseph's College forwards who made easy work of the visiting Kingswood players, and managed to pile on the points. A number of tries scored for St. Joseph's College. NDB player of the match, Ivano White, he did his part with the ball in hand and off the tee. The second half completely dominated by the home team. This time it was Hamish Gamage who made a sublime break and a barnstorming run to score the 7th try of the game. And in the die numbers, Hamish Gamage doubled his try tally as the game finished 55 points to 5 in favour of St. Joseph's College. 9 tries, 5 conversions in reply to the visitors' single try. Ivano White in the number 12 jumper was adjudged the NDB player of the match. We have plenty of action lined up this weekend. Well, tomorrow there will be 6 games brought to you live on the Papare. St. Anthony's hosting Isipatana. DS playing Sri Sumangalaya at Havelock Park. The big fixture Royal taking on St. Peter's at Royal Complex. Zaira hosting Thurston at Zaira College grounds. St. Thomas's Shanaka playing Dharmaraja with plenty to play for both teams. Stans College playing host to Trinity College at Sukatadasa, and on the 28th to round off the week it's Vidyartha hosting Wesley College at Nithavala. Plenty of rugby action left. Do join us on thepapare.com as we bring you all the games live, and until we meet you tomorrow from venues from around Colombo and Sri Lanka, I'm Romario De Silva signing off alongside Shanaka and the technical and production crew. Thank you and goodbye.
Get ready for Rugby Fever, where young talents from all over come to showcase their skills in the ultimate school showdown. Meet the future field heroes of rugby. Experience the thrill of every try time. Feel the power of epic tackles. Chase the school glory with every match. Cheer for your school. Get ready to watch epic rugby battle and witness the rise of future champs. The excitement is contagious. Catch the action here. Welcome to the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024, where legends begin.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chilvenna lemon. නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swistek Aquashield 2K waterproofer. Seal කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold Hair and Body Wash Shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Gold Hair and Body Wash Shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න. beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න කිඳර fashion කරන්න. fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික් එක වෙන්න. cream කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chilvenna lemon.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. සමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
සමරි අක්කා.
පිටියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
right. Studies ikai jobs deka tuna karanda.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.